I'm going Captain America.
Heck yeah.
Mace to the mace to the mace to the face.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Honeybee Entertainment. I'm your Coach B, and today I wanted to take a quick minute to do a review for Season 15 of Overwatch Honor and Glory. As always, this season came with mythic skins as well as different events and collaborations, each of which I will briefly cover, as well as some general opinions of my own. Starting it off, this season came with, of course, the addition of perks, a giant, massive, game-changing event in which every hero will have 4 perks to choose from. I would say overall, these changes were very well received by the community as a whole, and already in our mid-season, we also had some slight tweaks to these abilities, so it would appear that both the player base and the devs are fairly happy with this, and going forward, I only expect them to go further into changing and tweaking these perks, as well as changing the kits and the numbers on the heroes themselves. Additionally, this season, we had 2 mythics. The mythic skin was for Zenyatta, and a mythic weapon skin for Widowmaker. Both of which were not my personal favorite, but I thought they both had very cool designs to them, and Widowmaker's mythic weapon is what I chose with my prisms. However, that Zenyatta skin does look pretty awesome. We also had our first look at the hero Freyja. This is the new DPS hero that will be coming next season, and we had a full weekend of getting to play her out and see what we think. During this season, we had a few different events as well as one collaboration. Our first event was a triumphant celebration for the return of Overwatch to China. Along with that, we came and got some different cosmetics, as well as all of the Chinese mythology-inspired skin bundles in the shop. We also had Overwatch Classic, this time coming back with the GOATS meta from Overwatch, and our most recent event that just ended, Totally Normal Watch, which is the April Fool's event that they've been doing, where they give all of the heroes wacky abilities, tweak them, change them. It becomes a total chaotic mosh pit. And I have to say, I think out of all of the events they ran this season, by far, Totally Normal Watch was my favorite. I have not really been enjoying the Overwatch Classics just because the game is so different from where it is currently. But Totally Normal Watch this time around felt like there were a lot of things in there that could actually come into the game. Obviously, Reinhardt being able to pin indefinitely and steer all around the map and drift around, super cool, probably will never make its way into the game as a whole, but I think that they found ways to improve the kits of all of the heroes and make them feel fun, and I would say it was still fairly balanced. It didn't feel like there was a meta inside of this game mode, which I really, really appreciated. The collaboration this season was again a Le Seraphim collaboration, this time with new skins for all of our heroes. However, the event as a whole was kind of a letdown. It was the party event on the Busan map that we had the first time. We had the Le Seraphim collaboration, and I hated it the first time, and I didn't play it for a second this time because they didn't even change the rewards. So, altogether, that collaboration was a bit of a letdown. Over this past season, additionally, they brought back loot boxes, and every week we're giving us 10 free loot boxes just for playing 15 games. In this past season, they also reset the competitive system, so everyone went back to 0 and had to do their placement games again. And with that, in the competitive mode, they reintroduced the borders to the player titles that you'll see around your player title, and in the kill cam, you'll see all of your enemies card telling you what rank they have, and on top of that, they also removed Clash from the competitive map pool. Going on the competitive note, they also added in a brand new weapon skin variant, Galactic Weapons. This is a cosmically blue, purple, I'm colorblind, I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong, but they're pretty cool. Not my personal favorite, I like shiny stuff more than that, but I probably will end up buying a couple of them. Additionally, we had a few more big changes in the Overwatch competitive scene. The first one being that Faceit, which is a third-party server provider for competitive matchmaking, was added to Overwatch. So now, if you want a more competitive experience, you can go join the Faceit League, and you will be put into matches with other people that are very serious about taking this game to a more competitive level. With that, they have then introduced that into the OWCS, which is the Overwatch Champion Series. And next season, when they start, actually tomorrow, April 18th through the 20th, every game in North America at least will be taking place on the Faceit servers. And the last competitive thing would be that over this past season, the Academy 101 for Calling All Heroes, which is another Overwatch championship where it is all lower teams that are, this is a starting point for them to get into the competitive Overwatch scene. So it has been awesome to see so much support put into Calling All Heroes, and they have just wrapped up, and they will be starting again, I believe, later this year in July, maybe? Don't quote me on that. But overall, great season, in my opinion. I very much enjoyed playing with Perks. I super enjoyed the Freya playtest, and I'm looking forward to her. And also, Totally Normal Watch did take my attention and kept me coming back. It wasn't my favorite game mode ever, but it kept me coming back, and that's what we want. Lastly, I would like to briefly cover the things that are going to be coming for us in Season 16. With the very first and the biggest one being a brand new game mode called Stadium. If you haven't already seen it, go look up a video of it. I'm going to do a poor job explaining it, but essentially what Stadium is going to be is a large map with multiple different rounds, and they're going to add in and build on the perk system, where this time, more like a League of Legends or any of those MOBAs, you're going to be able to collect a resource while you play, and between rounds, or I think just when you're in spawn, you're able to then purchase different abilities to rank up your hero. Additionally, you'll be able to sell these perks off and buy new ones, so it seems like you'll be able to change your kit as you go along. We also will be having, as I just said, Freya coming to the game. Our, what is she, Danish? Yeah, our Danish bounty hunter that is going to be coming to the game. I believe that she will be entering into the game both competitive and unranked on the very first day, April 22nd of 2025. Additionally, next season we'll be getting a Juno Mythic skin and a Mercy Mythic weapon skin. And we also know that Overwatch Classic will be returning once again for a closer to the end of the lifespan with the 2020 patch. And I think that's about it, guys. Great season, lots to look forward to next season. I am particularly psyched to see Freya played And as people have a bit more time to really learn her kit, the ins and the outs, and see how that is going to change the play style of Overwatch as a whole. Whenever a new character gets added in, it changes the meta a little bit, and it changes how other heroes play around them. So that's always a great, super fun learning experience, in my opinion. Also, Juno Mythic skin. That's kind of crazy. Again, super sorry, Venture players, but I am psyched to see a Juno skin. So, I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've learned something looking back over all of the events in the past, 2 months or so, and hope to see you next season as we jump right into covering all of the Overwatch news that it will be coming with Season 16 of Overwatch 2. Have a great night, everybody. Really appreciate you listening. See y'all later. Ciao.